Gen.G is on that chamber. He's gonna heat up in a major way. We all know it. He's back on his signature agent. And Monya on that Neon gonna be matching Dambi, trying to go crazy across the map.
You feel like a bit too absence of information for Nongshim. They're going to start to reposition into the headhunter of Gen.G. Here we go, he gets a double. He's looking for Dambi as well. Can't get the job done. It was sub 30 seconds to go. You got to start to skedaddle over in towards this B side.
Yeah, Monya hears it once again ahead, but no, he doesn't expect two more players straggling behind. It's Ivy with a double, and the numbers have been handed over to Nongshim.
Where is Mr. Crazy Guy going to start to come from? Dambi jumping up a storm, trying to find him. Can't do it. Now Crazy Guy, can he come up clutch?
Has the paranoia to work off of. Smokes off the main area for now, but doesn't know where RB is lurking. Right click connects, it shots to the torso, and Nongshim pick up pistol.
Well, in the small sample size that we did see for this map of Corrode so far between both of these teams.
RRQ playing it cautiously for now.
Yep. Guys, I'm wondering, is this the Nongshim that we know? They're going slow. Which is fine in this sort of round as well. Francis, see what you can spot out with the Marshall. That's a nice one. If there's anyone that you want trying to farm up the eco frags, it is the Yoru with the Marshall, but only going to be good for 2. And gifting that gun now over towards Monyet to see what he can find.
Francis was the guy who earned first ace of Pacific Kickoff as well in 2026, but right now it's Monyet to fire back. Crazy Guy finds a couple down middle as well.
This is where problems can occur. Do you expect that Gen.G has elevated himself from that rendezvous? Feels like Dambi had a bit of an idea, but now no longer. Oh, it's all on to Exros. This is going to be an upset of a round for Nongshim.
Still a Guardian though, so not entirely impossible, but RRQ should have the right plays.
No smoke available for Crazy Guy, but a Paranoia if they do spot out where Exros is. It's not even planning for him though, unfortunately, and now they've just found him. Paranoia in. Defuse starting to be stuck, and the Stinger at close range is just not the weapon you want to go up against, or is it? Oh, the timing just gets out the defuse for Crazy Guy. Gets the kill at the end as well.
Straight up through the smokes, trying to possibly pop up on the other side with flash from Francis. Crazy Guy feels the heat and backs off, but still gets tagged, and there goes Dambi even further, but RQ answers.
Plant down in the chaos of things as well. Snakebite over towards RB, doesn't extend on towards his position. He's full healthy here.
Could be false sense of security as well, depending. But RRQ just taking their time, slowly marching through. RB makes his presence known. Gen.G thinks it's all clear though. Finally spots it as he turns around. That's Ivy gone. Maybe another as they manage to pop on through. Pressure onto the spike tap as well. RRQ now in the lead.
That's really unfortunate of Ivy, to be honest with you. That box is not a safe spot. I feel like it's always going to be a little bit of a weaker Nongshim. Best when it's pacey, best when it's chaotic, readily available to take the fights, and that's what Dambi is trying to do here. You can see why it's so gorgeous, but Monyet wants to answer back.
Great positioning, just in time. Bring the numbers back. Dambi, of course, trying to find another spot as well, but at least the spike goes down.
Well, you don't have any more Prowlers for Qeon towards this retake, but you do have a Seize, you do have a Haunt. And remember that Operator and the Odin.
Not much left in Nongshim's kit. They do try to slow things down with a Seize, but that's pretty much the best they've got. Exros, though, still landing the shots! 3 down, and X marks the spot. RRQ has to recede.
We hear Sungmin say that Exros feels comfy on this initiator role when they changed all the agents for a bunch of the boys on the roster, but he's coming out with great crosshair placement in this round for the 4K to equalize.
Over here, the ulti. Okay. I smoke middle.
Yeah. I first on B.
No wall.
Neon.
No wall.
They play mid,
I chicken, guys.
Neon.
Oh, it's cheeky, isn't it? Cushy finding Dambi. No elevation angle is going to be able to find that return from RB, unfortunately.
Pretty good on the recognition from the side of RRQ, but you still want to count on Gen.G for the way that Nongshim want to insert themselves into A. Flash goes through.
They spotted him.
He goes back though, manages to TP out, but now stuck into the corner.
Yeah, Operator splits the wickets in that one, but the pressure is certainly mounting over at this A side. They're wanting to try and get on in, but the flash, it doesn't work on towards Crazy Guy. And he's going nuclear in this round, isn't he? Absolutely shutting everything down. As it's just going to be Ivy on the wall, drops, and so does his head from the shoulders. A 4K for Crazy Guy. This is just an evil angle from Cushy at the moment. One lane to spam down.
A little bit from RB as well, but there we go. The spams are working a treat. You do have Xross firing back though, and now the overdrive pop, but Monyet square on. Xross though, not backing down.
They don't know Xfero's here though. He can steal this one as he catches RB in transition.
And now he heads on through. Xross inside of the smoke, trying to play sneaky around the corners.
This is for the ace.
Still needs to try to isolate the duels though, and with the way that Xfero has been positioned, unfortunately goes down. It's off to just Jemkin. Nightfall does hit. Oh, and there it goes! Straight into the ground is Jemkin.
That was the bit that you think, oh, this round might be lost. But no, Xross slides out from Link, finds the multi-frag, settles himself with the plant. He's done bloody everything in this round, essentially. His team, a distraction. The ace to come through for Xross. And Nongshim again take the lead in this close affair. And full focus on getting into this A site.
A flash has been drawn out. RRQ has suffered against Ivy's lurks though. Oh, and they do as well. A second time. Now trying to set up. You don't have the Nightfall anymore.
Yeah, and Ivy is super low, so you do consider using the pit or not. They're going to opt to do so.
Just in the nick of time. The relay bolt finding no effect. But Jemkin still around the edge of elbow. Takes down yet another. Now, how do you break into the pit? It's Monyet with overdrive. Crazy Guy managed to take down Dambi as well, and it's just RB left outside of the smoke, square and open in the face.
Yeah, everybody watching the angle that they need to for RRQ in that moment in time. Essentially, every single fight they take in that post plan as well is a 2 versus 1 spot, right? You got Crazy Guy kind of switching between the elbow line and the sight line. You got the rest of the team focusing on the angles that they need to as well, as Dambi will follow in pursuit.
A good try. Monyet's here to support though. And it's out of the drift they go. They get hit by Nightfall as well. Is it possible for RRQ to flat back in?
Oh, this flank though. Ivy watching for it. Ivy finding Xfero. Opportunities now for Nongshim to try and tie things up yet again.
Different angle and support this time. You have a little bit from the Odin as well. Oh, it's Dambi. Unfortunately caught first casualty for Nongshim. They're still in a good position over the spike though, which makes it really difficult for RRQ to get on top. And that's where Francis, alongside Xross, continue to layer down, and it's just not possible for RRQ.
Or do they attempt to walk up and maybe offer up a body to Jemkin? It will be the Prowler first. Now you see the reveal of Jemkin.
What they don't expect is Cushy though. Oh, another fatality thanks to the Odin.
And members inside the site of RRQ, an extra if needed with the TP check towards elbow. Crazy Guy just confirms that they are still here as Jen can remove Francis.
Unbelievable. The Odin's still here as well. I mean, this whole time we thought it was going to be a heads up between Dambi and Jemkin, but no. It's Cushy's Odin as well. The spike down though.
If this is just a trade game from RRQ, they will come out on top of this retake.
Hopping over, we look to Xross, perhaps Ivy, but there goes RRQ. The numbers prevailing makes it so tough. It's just RB as he looks to train his sights on top of the spike. RQ looks to dislodge with a snake bite. But lo and behold, the Odin back in. Oh, it's Jemkin onto the other side. It's too good.
And again, that's why you have to have numbers to watch that spike spot, right? Previously, it was RB the one to look over towards elbow, and he removed Jemkin. This time, a 1 versus 4. Monyet not too far behind. The window has started to close.
Xfero still into the corner. Gate crash, doesn't matter. Snake bite now forces the team apart, and Crazy Guy goes huge! It's Monyet as well chiming in, but Dambi has managed to do a little bit of work.
Keep an eye on mid. Jemkin is going to miss the opportunity to try and find Ivy as he sneaks in towards the site in a 2 versus 2. The plant goes down.
Spike planted.
Trying to keep himself concealed. Jemkin. Screen in his face. Has to look for the right timing as well. Monyet still has a full kit.
They're just looking at every angle that they could possibly come from. Jemkin now peeking out.
And that's unfortunately where the round ends. RB as well, right off the top of the smokes once more, and that's gonna be a tied score. Just trying to check and clear a possible utility on the ground, but nothing's found. We're going back to A.
Now, drawing out the Snake Bite of Ivy there is actually quite big because you understand an idea that the Fade and the Viper are over at the B site, and now you just start to ramp things up over at A. You figure out that the Omen is there, and you just put absolute pressure on towards RB as Darby finds Jemkin.
Just real good pickup. RRQ might have the site, but numbers lost. And Francis perhaps still unchecked.
He can flank. You're going to have to wait and see what timing he does find here. With the Prowler of Exros, though, and the Relay Bolt, there can be an avenue to get Darby in.
Just means RRQ, despite not having the recognition for it, they might just have to push a little bit deeper into the site. Unfortunately, though, they have been corralled back thanks to utility, and Dambi is starting to go off. He's looking for more shots. Crazy Guy slows him down. Xferro and Monyet actually getting involved. It's just Ivy now in an instance, and he's not quite able to track on to the heads. Finds the first one, gets onto the spike, but Crazy Guy just swings by with a right click.
Sending that gate crash over towards B with the immediate A-pop approach for Nongshim right now should catch Xferro off guard. Oh, and he finds one onto Darby. It's actually quite large here.
Not too bad. At least it's a weapon pickup for Son of Nongshim, though.
Timing up through the guts of mid, by the way, for Crazy Guy. And he's just going to look to go further. I wonder if Exros has this idea, if the coordination and the comms is there for Nongshim to recognize and need to reposition themselves, because I'm looking at the radar right now. Exros he just checked the tower, so it feels like there's a bit of an idea that they know this is possible to come through from Crazy Guy.
Yeah. They're actually going further up into B main, and that's...
It's the right call. It's what they have to do at the moment.
Going to be unfortunate for RRQ. Oh, crouch though! Oh my goodness! Monyet with a sudden double!
Yeah, they weren't ready for that timing for the peek out from RRQ. This round flips upside down, flips into the favor of RRQ with the plant going down.
Spike planted.
We're back into a retake scenario. RB, Francis, they do have flashes though.
Well, we've seen many a clutch from them at the moment in Pacific. Can they come up with one where really required? A Crazy Guy in the smoke realm, ill-advised in that position.
Look at that, dirty as well with the clone going through. A little bit of footsteps, a little bit of noise, but
Go.
the discipline from RRQ, they're not moving. Just positioned up by Heaven. Trying to play around with a fast lane, pull the attention away. Monyet starts to make a move. RB, no, he's not getting off of the spike!
Oh, he got it!
Oh my god, he's got killed at the end!
He didn't get it! That had to be a millisecond! I need to know exactly how much time was left on that. But to what avail? They don't do anything with it at the moment. They just hold the bodies there. They wait and try to react on the back of what RRQ sends their way. Lucky revealed onto RB. And the trades are better from RRQ. They recognize the approach that they need to go in with. The plant goes down.
And it's just absolute brute force with how they're able to play off of Monyet as well, but look at the shot from Dambi.
Styling on them with that skin. Kame getting in those dance, but will the groove work for Darby at the moment as well? He just threw up the wall, and it did not go the angle that he wanted. Did Jemkin make noise? I don't know. Here we go, Nongshim.
Now you've got the clone going through. Perhaps a bit of timing for Dambi, but Crazy Guy still trying to keep him in check. Oh, he slides! It's the third kill under his belt, and Francis to finish! Crazy Guy gets caught!
1, 2, and 3 for the Thrifty to start in the 4th round.
Neon. Well, now it's the operator duel. Jemkin, Francis angling up in towards it. Oh, Francis gets the drop!
Oh, but he doesn't get out of that. An immediate trade, and superseded by Ivy, finding Monyet as well. So, Nongshim, in the quick split of things, will hold advantage. I don't like that X-ray being toggled off there. I'll tell you that, Ivy. If you waltz in towards the open, you will lose your life.
He's got a little bit of support from Extras on the off angle as well, though.
Did you ever see Favor in a Crazy Guy operator here on Attack Omen? He might have the right angle, but it's patience from Ivy not to overplay this as X-Ross plays spot first, finds one, the trades are there.
And Ivy's still just waiting for the right time. It's not even really needed because Dambi's just bulldozing, storming through.
Get rid of that op as well, throw it off the map. I get a bit of a sinking feeling that he may very well try his hand. It's an early TP. It does allow RB to slip in towards the site because if it's 4 seconds for a plant. He waits, he finds the time, he swings, and he wins no matter what. This man has been around the block a few times.
Oh yeah, more than around the block.
I think you need to move.
Two B-men.
He's helping the 5%. He's setting up the 5%.
Okay, come middle then. Wait,
I cannot
top, I'm dead.
Oh, they're all in on this one.
Off angle for Jemkin though, but unfortunately goes down. It's Dumby with the double. Crazy Guy answers back. Xross into it again, and it's just Xpharaoh off to the races. The spike away from him, irretrievable. He's trying to creep around the corner perhaps to look for any stragglers, but exercising discipline. Nongshim not going to give it up. As soon as he turns his back or reveals a shoulder. Okay.
Doable.
Started off against Francis, but it's still high-low around this spot. Tosses the snake bite. That's a good go. Trying to look for a couple wall bangs as well, but he's still susceptible. So tries to play it ever so tightly around. Oh, he's found Xross. Low HP though. And it's RB that swings, goes down to the headshot. A 1v3 clutch for Xpharaoh.
Welcomed by Xpharaoh. And it changes things here, you would assume as well. Nongshim have credits, Nongshim have mid.
Francis with the shots, TP's away. Dambi making noise around it as well. RRQ forced to respect Nongshim's space. Jemkin though.
Around the kerfuffle of mid. When the walls go down, Kushi is low. With that Nightfall available, is it going to be an angle that you want to use that to permit your team entry somewhere? Or is it going to be on the back of Monyet trying to high gear it up? It's Xross though, on the line, lines them up.
Spike down mid.
Just for a couple as well, but the round's possibly already done.
One enemy remaining.
It's stragglers, it's Xpharaoh alone, and it's Jemkin trying to possibly hold on to the op. Pop flash across.
Ooh, he nearly got him too. Francis on the trampoline, jumps over the bullet.
We're back into the Headhunter. It's 2 rounds as well. He's hearing footsteps up from behind. Oh no, Jemkin, you're completely surrounded. Nightfall goes through, and the whole team looks to explode outside of the smoke. Prowler will link on towards Dambi. Catches him onto a decay as well, but look at how it just kind of slithers back through, straight into the smoke. RQ still hanging back.
Didn't like that Francis was spraying there with the Vandal. Could have been traced back.
Oh, now he goes Dimensional Drift just to add some extra pressure, but it's RB holding on to the corners, and it's the choke point that prevents RQ from gaining control. Crazy Guy though, Lurk now revealed. He's looking to get from the shadows onto the spike.
The interest for me right now is going to be on towards Francis. If Jemkin pivots through towards mid, will he be able to cut him off? It's an early plant at the moment that's going to buy a lot of time for Nongshim to get over towards this B site. There's an opportunity twofold here. Jemkin in mid, no one to give him a battle. Crazy Guy pushing through the halls.
Dambi with low HP as well.
Good angle.
He's got to survive, he's got to find something. There he goes. Perhaps a little bit more will be even better as well. As you've mentioned, this is such a crucial round for RQ to pick up, but unfortunately Jemkin hits the floor. And it's just Crazy Guy left. Where could he be, says Xross. Starts to clear all around, makes a lot of noise, but the flick's not quite there. Francis, instant response after the teammate falls. Nongshim up to map point.
And the buy now, as I highlighted for RRQ, a Bulldog for Kushi, light shields on 2, make it 3.
Still though, feeling a lot of heat. Dambi dumping a lot of utility just to get himself out. Jemkin actually finds a right timing, but RB tucked inside the orb, gets spotted at the end.
Yeah, we've seen that before. An expected location from him. 2-player advantage now with plant down for RQ.
Also the smokes, the judge, all set up for it. RQ could very well extend or angle towards an overtime.
You can see with these numbers as well that Xpharaoh doesn't want to deploy this pit. You want access to that in the next round. I do like it.
Nongshim though, they've got the cash. They're not gonna back down. Francis just hoping that someone peeks out. The Prowler does go confirming though, and Xpharaoh makes a good go. Double kill being found with a spray, and it's just Xross now with a spike ticking away. Might even run off for a save.
Job's done. You can't do anything here. Even on the exit strategy at the moment, the weapon, you'd love to be able to hold on to it because RB's relatively low in the credits department. So that's a good frag on towards Crazy Guy. He will be able to transition this Phantom in towards the next round as Kushi does pilfer.
As RQ, you're back thinking, got to watch out for Link. The paranoia is both hit and collide. But at the same time, fast lane, it's Nongshim that gets shut down.
Yeah, caught in the open. Unfortunate for them right now with the advantage of RRQ. This is the time you're putting in the pit, you would assume. There's another casualty. Francis down. This one looking very plausible to bring into an overtime. Extros and Ivy have to go for this.
No other option. No other utility as well, though, and you're working against a pit. Oh my lord. You're just gonna have to step in and hope for the best? No. Cushy spots him out. Crazy towards the backside as well. It's a flawless.
And as Jemkin pushes ever so closer in towards mid, he's on the right angle to potentially find Ivy, the gun barrel to reveal himself. The miss shot, the headhunter whip out. An absolute stellar shot. Now to the B side, 45 seconds to go. It is go time indeed for Nongshim to try and get on in. Removal of Crazy Guy, but do you try to force a plans at the moment? You do.
No more utility left for RRQ to try to thwart it, so might as well. 4v4 though. And they just hold on back. Nongshim stepped right into the crosshairs. Now you got to defend the spike with your life, your position somewhat revealed. RB looking for Monyet, and he does line up too! Jemkin, Xpharaoh holding down the line for RRQ. They kick off OT with a win.
Playing on the back of the information, but when the smokes do start to fade, he's by himself. He's stuck, and the spam starts to come through. What can you do? A slide available, but risky on 46 HP. He's looking for the angle. He's looking for an exit strategy now, of all time. Monyet removes him. And there's still enough time for RRQ. 50 seconds. To B or A, though, that's the call. Jemkin leans towards the former, and so will the team.
Still concealed as well, Jemkin. So now the attention brought back over onto Link. Ivy tries to get a couple of good dinks, but it's not quite connecting fully. RB, though, gets a good little drive-by onto the Phantom Sprays. It's Cushy with low HP. They hunker back down, and they take down the Nongshim forces. It's just Xross on for a 1v3 retake.
Spike planted.
He's got the utility, but his first obstacle, Crazy Guy, full health, no flash, just crouches and finds the headshot. No long OTs for map 1. RRQ closes out with a scoreline of 14-12.
Yeah, they do it in one.
Pretty much everybody in the server. It shows just how well-rounded both of these teams are, and it really could have gone either way. This is going to be a very close best of 5.
And we spoke about that clutch factor before this match started, and Xpharaoh.
Yeah, we've seen Ewok describe some of the mind games that they do with their setups. They can be quite hard to read on that defensive side to try to figure out where the op is. It's going to be up to Nongshim to be able to deal with this. The last time that they played blind, they had a very, very good result, and once again, they have picked it into this series, and I think
Bait and switch approach as well. Headhunter out, TP with a flash to go in after, and a swing from Monyet.
Oh, Danby though, he just runs across and completely throws off the formation. Crazy Guy jumps back in, but can he find a little bit more? Second kill is good, hops back into the smoke. Spike retrieved by Nongshim.
Plant, they're going to have to force it down right now as Jemkin looks to do a little bit of the dirty work in through the smoke. Thinks better of it for now.
Just gotta wait and watch for the spike. Quick peeks. You look to the mini-map. Xpharaoh on a bit of a journey. Crazy Guy not slowing down. Spot it though, Ivy. And that makes things difficult.
Crazy Guy winning the ace.
Fires off a couple more shots to try to bait things out, but he has no earthly idea.
Oh, he does.
Turns back around, finds a shot square to the body.
Nice try, kid.
Reloads a little bit as well, yeah. 3 left, nothing else to go. Running out of time. Oh, this is the worst possible situation to be in as Ivy just steps out for the final hitter.
He played that one very patiently, knowing that time is on his side. Guys, Crazy Guy has got no shield.
It is really weird, but we'll see how it pays off. Danby just diving right through, completely obscured by the smokes and the fast lane on the end of it. So by the edges, RRQ, with their fully automatic weaponry, actually managed to defend the site. 2 players from Nongshim, somewhat stranded up around lamps. Spike's still down though, so they're trying to defend it to the best of their ability. Flashes popping through. Smoke back up, waiting out the utility. Off angle being held, but still, with numbers, RRQ managed to break in.
This operator is the scary thing for me right now. Jemkin on the truck line.
Still, Nongshim looking to slip past some of the little cracks here and there, though. Yeah. Still surviving, however. Cushy into the corner.
But look at Dambi. He gets taken down to 11. Worse for wear on the back of that battle. This operator has still not been found out just yet. IV, though, is going to remove Jemkin very rapidly. So you've got a player advantage at the moment, but you are waltzing into the domain of RRQ's B site, where you still do have 2.
Still several angles to watch out for. Xfero has
30 seconds left.
crept up all the way through, but he's looking the wrong way. Ivy.
Oh, it's the right call right now. You find that kill on the flanking position. You expect that there's going to be no one in the side itself as well. That's why he's going on that little roam. So the right call has been made for Nongshim at the moment, and it honestly may very well just be the save call for Crazy Guy and Cushy here. Not a lot of utility to try and get in towards a retake on this A site. No smokes, other postcode. You're definitely looking at the scenery here.
Just gonna have to admire it for a little while or talk up for it the future rounds, because Nongshim.
You're at the right location as well with all of the Nongshim members grouped up, but they need to make sure that they don't bundle on the site itself when the showstopper could remove a multi-amount.
Just onto Dambi for now, though. Spike not yet committed. Trying to look for a slight path into a safer spot.
30 seconds.
The showers has been made available to RRQ. Oh, Crazy Guy spotted out by the end.
Yeah, they've just not been able to plant just yet from the incendiaries going down, from the paint shells as well. They're going to see more utility lobbed in. Monyet can go for a bit of a spray as well, so it's good to see that Ivy is the protector on this one as the plant goes down. He's looking to have more protections in this round. Ivy digging deep here, as it's just Jemkin, and he didn't get an invitation to this battle.
Just gonna have to.
Warbirds come into a chit chat. You did it at this point in time last map. You're gonna do it again? I'd say yes.
Neon.
Non B long, guys.
Neon. On me.
Should be A plus B.
Quickly calling out is what they see from the Nongshim side, but it's so quick and so swift that they can't really respond. Dambi, shorty shots that actually break apart the formation straight into Lamps as well. It's a retake scenario immediately, and they try to pop flash themselves right through into the site. Op shots not quite connecting, but a second one goes. It's a collateral. Down to just Xfero left. He does manage to bring things back. Still, though, the pits. How can you work against this? He's trying to possibly think for a save as well, because you've got a whole first half to go. Into Lamps, though.
Oh,
slips past.
Ivy,
Picks up the op.
Ivy giving him an opportunity. But the operator retrieved nearly an ace opportunity for Dambi as well, with 3 shots utilized for Xfero before confirming the kill.
Doesn't want to lose the gun, so fortunately it always feels like RRQ is playing against the back foot, but perfect line this time.
The dry walk in towards that one, very ill-advised, Francis. You've got Prowlers, you've got Flashes and Clones to try and off-put lines and scale up. An unlucky one in there, but an opportunity for RRQ nonetheless. Another line that Jemkin should be favored in holding.
Smokes though, right through.
Love the Trailblazer going in there as well, getting a little spot out for him to shoot with the radar reveal.
Oh, with the smokes position this way too as well though.
Spike planted.
Could be a slight opportunity for someone from RRQ to slip in. They'll just stay tucked away for now though. As Nongshim starts to set up one in hookah, one towards the back. Ivy with low HP, looking for the right timing to pop on through from elbow. It now comes up from Xfero just to give RRQ an extra advantage. Drawing out all the spams. Dambi actually finds a shot. RB as well. This is now going to be a really tough round as Dambi continues to make even more noise. The tap comes on top, but unfortunately he might be running out of time. Xfero needs to save the round, but he can't quite locate his opponent. Nongshim once again!
And even with the player advantage, RRQ 7-1. This is destruction so far on this attacking side for Nongshim, but for Jemkin right now, the operator didn't seal the deal. Will the tour de force as it misses its mark and trades start to come in?
Yeah, you can keep on going for it. Tour de Force still online. He's got a couple more shots to go. Nongshim, though, he'll just hang around hookah for now. Bit of Prowler. You don't see anyone inside of the smoke. Gen.G, though. Possible wallbang, if not just an open shot! Oh, he goes for it again!
B.
1 round left, and it's just Ivy now. Possibly to save. If he runs off towards the back, he's got to worry about.
Yeah, it's some great shots to come out and a bit of a bait and switch to draw RB from the corner as well, but it's seemingly just a dime a dozen on this map at the moment, isn't it? This will be the second round for RRQ. Ivy revealing position. And you look towards the credits as well for Nongshim at the moment. They, of course, will have another buy into the next round. Access to Overdrive. Still got another one for Cushy and the Seekers if you need. But with how slow things are going for Nongshim, now they start to turn up.
Orbital strike into the corner, Nightfall all sent across. Cushy with the Seekers, though, hangs back, finds a kill onto Francis. But at the same time, it's Overdrive popped by Dambi. And with that, he's going to keep his opponents at bay. They are so afraid of it, they're going to hang back and respect all the space that has been garnered. The spike gets planted.
It's because they were so low as well. They needed the heals to come through from Cushy at that moment in time. For this 4 versus 4, you're going to have the Vipers a little bit late to appear.
They'll finally arrive, though. But at the same time, Ivy still has a snake bite. He's in position to lob one across. Everyone else from Nongshim just watching for the exits. Dambi makes the first move alongside RB, and they're going to find all the numbers that they need. Hopping in across for it. They're dumping bodies just to force off and look for a possible kill.
Yeah, they know the value in removing this operator as well. It's something that Gem can really... Crazy guy playing Spotto with the smokes in possession on the iPad, but by the timing, Ivy snuck in front, doesn't matter. Awareness.
Now it's Trailblazer. More utility. Once again, working against Jemkin's operator. Oh, he just dives in for it. Jemkin instantly reacts.
That's twice now, Dami. You've walked in towards Jemkin's crosshairs. The headhunter previously, the operator this time. Need to think a little bit better of it. And there's that elevation angle that I talk about for Monya. This time, all of these fights individually done and delivered by Nongshim.
Straight into the open ups for RRQ. Oh, there's another one as well. We've got no exit now as Francis. Just to hope for it. Or is he just going to stay here for the whole remaining?
Probably, he doesn't really have a way out, though, so he has to stay here.
That's amazing if he actually stays alive.
Spotted now.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's all 5 alive, rather, for RRQ. Everybody getting a frag as well.
By Cushy. Jemkin now off to the other spot of the map.
Yeah, you see the traces as well right now. You want to try and find him and off-put it. There's a second player around the corner that Francis is going to be able to dislodge of as Crazy Guy falls. No access to the orbital strike either. Overwhelming forces onto this A site will draw out a retake.
Unbelievable. Just quickly picking up the pace, and it is Dambi, of course, but now you do have Monyet with Showstopper possibly to deploy, but he gets caught! Unfortunate now. That's a round pretty much handed over to Nongshim.
Kinda. Dimensional Drift is just going to reveal where both of the players are, and you know the way that you hold this now as Nongshim.
A little bit of flash, a little bit of an attempt, but still, unfortunately, you are pretty much all pinned down. Flawless pickup at the end of the first half for Nongshim to end it 9-3. Baths, you're not seeing too much just yet, but Ivy holds information.
Well, if you had a flash at the available spot for Francis, you want to throw that in right now and go for a bit of the fight, and they're trying to do everything. The Trailblazer goes out. Now the trade game is what we love to see on this map, and RRQ come out on top of that one. Xros, well, you were just the one. And, I mean, maybe, but you just got sheer numbers on the site for RRQ now that they reveal where they're playing from. Xros at the tower. Just jump around and see if you can get anything extra right. It's going to be a very important pistol round, though, for RRQ here. Hey, Crazy Guy has let his boy die. Focus on the TP.
It's something to worry about, which is not comfortable for the side of Nongshim. Spike planted as well. Now just all the pistols, they look and they will pick up an extra rifle.
Yeah, it's a good season to the TP from Xros, and now he can meet with the team for this retake.
Oh, elevated positions though. A decent dink coming through because Monyet We're down to the positions now. Nongshim, look for space. Look for a launching pad back into sight, but at the same time, Cushy on a bit of a flank. RB breaks through in towards Lamps, but Cushy still undetected. Waits in for the smoke. Xfero tries to distract. Cushy pushes through, but falls at the very end, and it crumbles apart. Nongshim managed to get the defuse at the end.
Yeah, not the thrifty variety like last time. No timeout needed as well. They have a good game plan and good adjustments in the middle of that round too. Is looking interesting, isn't it? The smoke's no longer available from RB.
Still Francis, no, the shot! It doesn't connect! Still though, the Nightfall to possibly stall and bring some reinforcements over. It's got to be quick. RRQ still looking for a way to break in. More shots fired off as a bit of a warning. But it's Crazy Guy with the lurk to find another numbers advantage. Back into the TP with RRQ. A little bit of a flash. Lines being held by Ivy alongside RB. Oh my goodness! They've managed to stop it. It's down to 5 seconds and Cushy tries to stick onto the spike, but at the cost of his health. Low HP and RB sneaks on through. Cushy spots him out, but does he have the shot? Brings out close range. Unfortunately, point blank does him. And it's down to just Monyet. He finds an opener, tosses out the paint shells, and tries to hang back. Toys around the cubes, and he finds a wallbang. Red Bull clutch. RRQ hangs in the ballot.
Operate up for Francis, really not being able to find his footing on this map at the moment. Now we have a different look towards Nongshim, but the back of the smoke, it's a gun barrel reveal and a Crazy Guy going off yonder. I mentioned Francis, curse him into the scoreboard in this round. Monyet, see you later. And that is the start that Nongshim have been desperately waiting for on this defensive side.
What a slippery way to play around ahead of your smokes as well. RB trying to repeat it alongside Ivy. It's complete and utter destruction. RQ just cannot find a single entry.
And I didn't know that there was a universe that existed where Jemkin found a 1 versus 5. As RB is going to quickly put a shutdown for that. Nongshim find 11. What does Francis look to do? Can he find Crazy Guy?
Oh!
He can! Gorgeous shot.
Ridiculous. Now, Davi into Artuka with his favorite tool.
He just needs to make sure he doesn't drop the ball in this one.
Surely not.
Well, the pop flash might very well make it happen, but he's got his stun, he's got his slide, and the Pride, it's shut down. Overzealous from Darby.
He's buying out time. 30 seconds left for RQ to go.
And RB is off by the wayside. No orbital strike. He
What?
snipes him out of the sky. There's that orbital that I talk about to buy some time. As Francis is certainly here in this round. 20 seconds to go for Jemkin and for Cushy. And there's no real way that you're getting in towards this B site. Can you even try and reroute to A? No, you cannot.
RQ has been doing a pretty good job at checking so far, but
here we go.
Yet on the judge.
I didn't clear it.
No, I think he was thinking to launch himself into sight, and unfortunately that's going to be a mistake. Nongshim might be able to close it out right here. Still though, Xfero slips right through the cracks of the smokes. Not quite detected. He will take down RB. Instant response from Danby as the teammate falls.
Francis on the drifts, going on in. Dami with the overdrive if they need to as well. 30 seconds to go. You need a convincing call from RRQ now.
Just so much information with the dimensional drift. My goodness. You know they're all corralled in towards Lamps, except perhaps for Crazy Guy, but it's still not too much of a worry. Francis in position pretty much, especially with Shorty as well. The rest of Nongshim even with the overdrive. Just look to end it all in this round. It's the overdrive from Danby that does it with a quad.
Disruptive towards short A and give RRQ less of a launching pad to get their executes off, and then they started having a lot more success.
Yeah, so this has, I think it's really promising and definitely going to lead into our prediction that this is going to be a long night and, you know, full 5-mapper.
Coming now, no changes on the side of RRQ. They're sticking with what worked for them last time where they had that big comeback. Monyet swapping across to that Viper, and Jemkin now the one who's having to be aggressive on that Neon.
Yeah, he's on the Neon. Gonna have to see Cushy step up a little bit more. He's been fantastic in Kickoff, but thus far in this series hasn't had a whole lot of impact. For Nongshim, as I mentioned before, they've had 2 really, really good games on Haven already, and they're going to stick to what's been working for them. They're more focused on prepping for the team itself rather than changing up their comps and approach overall too much, because I
remember GE countered it, stole it and did it back to him.
Well, not going to be the wallbangs for now, though. It's just going to be all around lobby, and Nongshim picking up the pace. Slowed down by Crazy Guy Smokes, thankfully, but for how long?
Look at the damage, though, my friends. Darby, X-Ross, Ivy, all super low. RB, not that much healthier. A 1 versus 4.
Oh, X-Pharaoh. Turret dealt with.
All scanned.
Quickly spotted. Gets on top of the plat, but whoa. Not quite landing off the shot just yet until now. Flash sent across, but not quite landing onto anything else much. Danby low HP still finds X-Pharaoh.
Yep, got to get that plant situated though. RB, no smokes available anymore. Same can be said for Crazy Guy.
As he kind of hangs back, waits for contact off of Monyet. Brings it down to a 1v1 with Ivy down to 30 HP. Just set up in the right corner though. Headshot. Once again, Nongshim with pistols picked up.
A lot of these pistols have been super close though as well, right? Try to go for it here and there, and then see retakes. Well, wall, spam, big. Quick in towards the B site right now though for Nongshim. They want to try and play on the back of having a bit of lesser weaponry in some close proximity duels, which they will get the trade onto Crazy Guy, removing that Odin and the plant to go down.
Someone could go back and possibly pick it up or not. Just hold on to whatever they've got for now. Nongshim though, setting themselves outside of the site, one player closer towards Garage. It's going to be an instant flash 4 now from the side of RB. RRQ still looking to try to displace them with utility, but unfortunately the Garage position blocked off makes things a little bit more difficult. As soon as they peek out of this position, they might get caught, but okay, a couple of spams going through, and it's X-Ross from the back of window position that actually deals the damage.
Gives open flank potential.
Absolutely. Well, once again, inserting Danby right through the back lines, and there goes the Odin. Hunter's Fury as well, though, and it does find a little bit, but Ivy tried to slip through and unfortunately got caught. From the shadows, goes over onto the C side, but Gen.G is right here, and he's looking for the right opportunity. X-Ross, though, makes it a little bit more difficult because of his guarded positioning. Garage, excuse me. It's the overdrive, though, that instantly stops everything out from Nongshim, because Francis is the only one left. He's only got 10 seconds. Might be able to pick up the spike. Even if he gets the plant down, it's a 1v3. Gen.G hops up, reveals himself, and unfortunately goes down just enough for the round to get picked up.
It's actually a really big pick that he gets there.
Drone does kind of pull RRQ back over the A side, though.
He hears all of these footsteps starting to make a retrieval from that A side of things to C. You can just, on radar, spot that RRQ are moving their forces to that C side as well as the execute comes down.
Just wonderful. Perfect site to put yourself down into it as well. But with everything covered by smokes, it's a shock dart that does a bit of damage. Danby slithers through, he finds double. And then just cushy left with the Odin, which probably wants to hold on to, but doesn't know RB inside of smoke.
Yeah, he's like a snake in the grass on that one, isn't he, Danby? Just peeking up and biting ya.
Fnatic smoke and recon shot. Fnatic take.
One going. David, go. Go.
Big flash and kills coming out from Nongshim, though. You heard it, the call for a Fnatic take, but unfortunately it's not quite working out for RRQ. Now Nongshim gets their way with the B site.
4 versus 2, not the way that you wanted things to go for.
Can they even hold on to their weapons, though? Nongshim have built up quite a bit of bank, so they want to go hunting. Cushy spots up by 1. X-Pharaoh holds off to another angle. Ivy trying to dance around it, unfortunately goes down. We're giving them some ults, I guess.
Well, unfortunately, it did not. So we'll see if RRQ in the comms can figure out something before needing secondary intervention from Jovian Warbirds. This, however, a good start. Gen.G to find one, Monyet to find a double, and it's starting to look pretty darn good in this A-lobby crunch, in this play. RRQ do find 2. Vision blocker, utility. Makes things a little bit awkward. I do like the timing for Gen.G, by the way. Spot that nothing is coming back over at the C site, so you should give some security for the team to stick around A.
Now you just try to waltz on through. Monyet, first point of contact. Defending Lockdown's the first one that goes in, but at the same time, the Odin as well. Such a big threat. X-Pharaoh just begins to make his assertions all across and makes it difficult for Nongshim to stick around. He gets caught and detained. We're looking for the knife kill now. Surely the clicks at the end of it. We'll get a couple of slashes in, and it's the 2,000th kill.
Force for Nongshim starts to go to this A side. RB, by the way, is not going to be able to assist them from this distance. Can't even reach tower, for example, to smoke. So the team is just going to be left to their own devices if they wanted to try and get in towards A, but it's going to draw out utility, it's going to draw out rotations. Ivy falls prey to Crazy Guy, and we're still trying to get him towards this A side at the moment. There's that Judge that I mentioned, and an overdrive available if you want, but you've got to get this spike on in. 20 seconds to go.
Surely enough, it does go through.
RB, by the way, other side of the map. It's going to be a super late flank.
Still could come into huge effect. But the one that I'm watching out for, though, is Dambi on this Judge. Still back to the Phantom, actually. All the way through into Link. It prevents RRQ from reinserting themselves through. I was thinking it was going to cut them by their legs. It does somewhat until Dambi falls, but there goes RB. Revealed at the very end. Cushy has to run off.
Yeah, nicely done from RB, just recognizing he's so far from the team. If they can get in towards the A site, he can have a win condition to close the round. If they didn't get into the site, it would have been job done. No retrieval mission on the spike, so very well done at least for Dambi and co in there to get the kills, to claim the space, and buy a bunch of time for RB to seal the deal on this round. Cushy, he's going to be able to escape with the gun.
Back then.
This is super pacey from Nongshim, though, already in towards the guts of B. This is where you draw out a Hunter's Fury from Cushy, and he's going to do it.
He's going to be able to find anyone, though. Not quite tagging it in the midst of all that chaos. Dambi, he's just not going to stop. Now back into the right spots as well. Drone coming through. Smoked off onto the front of the site, but at the same time, this is when you plant the lockdown. Gen.G, he wants to go into with the overdrive, but can't quite make his presence known because Dambi absolutely lays down the law. Lockdown pushes Cushy out of range as well, and that's where Nongshim earned their 9th.
Both Neons technically leading the charge here, the rest of the team contributing very nicely as well. Mid walk for Nongshim.
Oh, it's a quick hop and across, but completely blinded by the paranoia. Francis, a little kill at the end of the exchange.
Yeah, but the damage again, like the first pistol, has been delivered over towards Nongshim, right? Ivy came out with the clutch back then. Gen.G, 14 HP to the body. Sending Francis first through the doors. The trades do come out.
Then you hang back on yet a sudden step across, and it finds a fully healthy Ivy, now down in the ground. Snakebite as well gives RRQ a lot more space, and now possibly positioned to take the entire pistol all the way through into the A site.
I mean, they saw Dambi over at the garage doors, right? So they knew that they had to just retreat in towards a spot of safety.
Go, go, go!
Trying to find the right positions as well. Xfero should be safe. Gets the spike down. You gotta worry about Graffiti. Tough fight for Dambi ahead of him. Makes a step across, knows that it's gonna bait out a reaction, but can't quite land the shot. It's Gen.G at the end of it all.
But around the corner, do you know what creeps on up to Mon yet? Now you do.
And that instantly sends you over to the C site.
Turret destroyed. Francis already here. He would need some Sharpies with the Bandit right now. There is a single flash and an Ivy in tow, but they're removing things, and the heads of shoulders start to fall. Cushy and Xfero need to pick up the slack here.
There's 2 players. It's still completely possible for Nongshim. 2 marshals, a sheriff, Dambi with the relays as well. He makes his move, sends it across, and completely catches on the Cushy, who still finds a headshot, but RB to respond. The spike continuing to tick, but there is still a bit of time.
No nanos, by the way. He needs to hit the shots here, Xfero. A smoke in 1 for RB.
Tries to bait him out. The smoke comes up. Does Xfero find the right spams? He gets the first! X-Ross, though, fires off again. It's Xfero down to low HP. X-Ross tries to take it to at least half. No, he's going all the way full! He's gotten it! He takes it all the way home! Nongshim, a thrifty! Up to 10!
The attackers as well.
They're also trying to pick up the pace. Nanostorms and alarm bots, though. It's gonna hurt Gen.G, but not too much. Shorty is at close range, though, so he still has to watch out. Might have a bit of control, but then here comes Nongshim! Ivy, double kill, a third! Hops onto the 4th as well! And the spike just unfortunately goes away.
Steal some guns. Get some chances in this round to find one that you pretty much shouldn't, and that's a good start.
Heavy down.
But look at this triple stack again. Imagine having something like a Yoru here to flash the corner. You could stun it as Jemkin, you can paranoid it as Crazy Guy. A little bit lucky that they're opting not to walk into the A side of the map.
Okay,
It's
just
going to
molly,
be
keep the smoke
over
for
towards
CT.
C instead.
Passing view slide, okay?
Yep. You ready?
Ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Thing left. I take gun.
Are you
I
zone?
recon flat now.
We're good.
It's the right call. Get the fast lane and everything up. Still nothing too much towards the back of the site. So possible for Francis, but unfortunately he gets blocked off by Poison Cloud. Tries to reposition, and at the same time, the rest of Nongshim, from that triple stack, they begin to explore all the way back out towards grass, and this gives them garage.
And the plant is down. This could be good favor for RRQ to hold it again. I mentioned that Hunter's Fury. You'll have an option there for Cushy.
A little smoke up the flash to try to slow things down. Jemkin, relay as well. Not quite caught by the wallbang just yet though, and he's in position to take down Francis. And there goes Dambia as well. At the same time, Xfero looks for the right angle, takes down Xross, draws the attention from Dambi away from the spike where it continues to tick away. Back into it. We're looking for all points now. Dambi though removes another player. Cushy managed to put one on the board. RB with a TP though, tries to lure RRQ into a false sense of security, and it works! Oh. Jemkin, at least for the trade, but he's down to low HP.
Crazy Guy losing his life here kind of kind of hurts RRQ, to be honest with you. Do you try to stay in towards this A lane now? Do you play with your own toxic screen that Monyet has up? Do you feel confident that he has C free of charge? Dambi's going to get caught. Oh, maybe with his knife out here. What is happening in this round? Catching him looking the wrong way. Got to confirm that nobody else is towards this A side at the moment. You have to translate your forces to this C side now because there's a bit of time for RRQ to at least get this plant. A weird state of affairs.
10 seconds left.
Things happen, but still a good pickup actually for Nongshim nonetheless. An upgrade weapon for Dambi. And now he's got a weird position to work off of.
He's waited for his team as well. It's the right decision at the moment before trying to go into the site.
And if they draw enough attention away, Ivy could find the right timing. Just with numbers even, you find even trades. And now Cushy, continuing to push on up, will find Ivy, which is a good shout, but he needs a little bit more. Thinks to toss out utility, but can't quite do it because Dambi is continuing to make a lot of noise. Oh, he tried to go for the duel, unfortunately lost, which puts Nongshim up to map point.
And it's going to be the C site that they will gain as their territories, but no real safe ultimates to drop in. No lockdown of their own for Xfero, no pit for Monyet.
In fact, it's going to be the lockdown possibly for Ivy. He hears the footsteps though, so not quite deploying it yet. There he goes. And Nongshim just don't look worried whatsoever. All the guns from RQ dumped into garage and they try to fend it off, but the lockdown's still going in. And Francis, he's going on for a tear. 3 kills to his belt, and it's just Xfero to try to stave this off. Onto the spike, it's stuck on the defuse, and Xfero, Xross, he's not letting go! Nongshim take it home, 13-5! They will not be stopped! The Burning Crusade will go on into the next map!
Absolutely, their pacing on this map has been phenomenal, and it's really caught RRQ off guard there.
Yeah, look, you had a better game from Cushy there. Jemkin did pretty decent on the Neon, but overall wasn't enough to get the damage done against Nongshim. I feel like all 3 of these maps, back on the Waylay, Francis on the Yoru, it's double controller. It's a very stock standard comp from Nongshim.
Yeah, it is, but no Neon. That's the big thing for me. On the side of RRQ, they're moving back to double duelist. It's also going to be Waylay Yoru, but that supporting cast is a little bit different because instead of that Omen,
well in a close affair. So we'll see what happens in this mid-soiree that Nongshim are just removing RRQ from.
Oh my lord, what's the share of shots? Francis, Xross again? Oh my, yeah, don't stop, it's a flawless, keep on going.
Don't stop believing. These are questions that we don't really know until either we interview them or see them with success in this series, as they do get into the A side.
They do have some strats, surely, but it's all getting slowed down thanks to Nongshim. Flash getting sent across, Xross on the off angle. It's set up with RB as well. Low HP, surely, but RQ just cannot find entry past this choke.
6 HP for RB. He's got that Shrouded Step still available, so he's got an option to get out as he will upgrade the weapon, which I don't believe was spotted by Xfero, but it doesn't really matter. Let this one drop down before making noise. And now they've made that noise.
10 seconds. Ivy Right time to strike! Oh, it's a perfect double kill. Looks for the third as well, but goes down to it. Francis will pick it up at the end with an operator, and Nongshim onto the bonus.
Not going to get spot by it in mid.
Hope the recon does, but because it doesn't, Francis gets a go.
Well, he gets out of dodge as well. 16 HP, but it does not matter. An operator player, put yourself back on the line somewhere. That's crazy guy. Does find the right timing to get across free of charge. Ivy.
Right there.
Is he expecting this angle at the moment?
Just holding on to it while the team slowly comes on over. Ooh. Francis does have the right line as well, though. Spots out the foot. Tries to line up the shot, but Jemkin gets ahead. And now it's time for Crazy Guy to make a move, but no, Ivy!
Oh, he thought he got the final kill there!
Around the edge of the smoke, just one kill, but it's still not enough because the entirety of Nongshim will continue. He's always charged with different responsibilities.
Yep.
This time around, at least.
It's a 1-4 deployment for Nongshim RedForce, and they want to find the information nice and early. Just step in towards main, and, well, maybe into the crosshairs of Crazy Guy, but you'll remove him in the trade variety. Now, Ivy, you gotta be prepared, good sir.
Should very well be. Oh, no, he actually eats a shot. And a second one thanks to that stinger. So Spike now handed over, RRQ.
This is the time that you kind of consider using these ults, though, if you need to. Darby Convergent Pass, X-Ross with the Hunter's Fury. That will be baited out earlier by the tapping of the Spike.
And it gives enough time for RB to slot himself in. Taken down by Monyet, though, so that's a weapon now picked up.
Mentioned Drift from Jemkin wants to figure out where these three members are going to be mounting this retake from. We'll confirm all three, indeed.
Convergent paths. And Dambi looks to fly in across. No shots found just yet until Cushy catches him on his landing. At the same time, though, with flashes sent across, it's still not quite enough because Monyet, with that weapon picked up, manages to scrounge up the Thrifty for RRQ.
Dambi going to be tasked to destroy that, remove possibilities from RRQ as the smokes. Well, they're going to get the better of Francis.
Just by the edge of it as well. Jemkin will be able to break open, look for an ace split, trying to go in quick. Got the smoke set up to continue to block off vision from Nongshim, but Nongshim hovering right around as well gives them a slight chance. Dambi tries to step across, but at the same time, it's Monyet's turn to deploy Convergent Paths. Does slow down his opponents, gives his team safe enough space to possibly get the spike in, but RB's still alive. Sets up the one-way. X-Ross steps through, and he just taps them square in the skull. No chance of recovery.
Oh, hang on.
Xpharaoh, though, he's not backing down. Low HP as well, but he tries to get too much. Ivy punishes him for his greed.
With those markers, as it's not the weaponry you want going in towards this round. Up through the ledge, though, in towards the site, and Cushy, well, first casualty.
Yeah, they're trying to draw Nongshim out into the open as well, and they managed to do somewhat just that. Orbital deployed as well, and it gives them a bit more spacing to push on through. A couple weapons picked up as well. Spike planted, but here comes Dambi. He spots it by the edge. No spike plant given, and now it's a chance, perhaps, for Nongshim to step through, gain control.
The spike is down on the floor, though. This is a very difficult position to try and find it. And Crazy Guy, he's going for a flank, but he's only got a bloody shorty. That's not going to work out. There's some damage done onto RB, however. And the remaining two members now, Monyet, Jemkin. If there were two names that you wanted alive, these are two that you would generally put up there.
Only utility here is Jemkin's blindside. You still need to get the plant in, though, and in all that time.
This flank from RB is great. Really good awareness.
Right all the way through. Dambi tries to pull the attention across. RQ thinks otherwise, and Jemkin suddenly spins around. It's a headshot on towards Dambi. RB makes a move, now revealed, and RRQ finds one more round up.
Heavy lean at the right side of the map. I mean, oh, this could be pretty good for them or pretty bad.
Oh, right on through into the window, but the smoke's still obscuring. Jemkin manages to find one through it all. Francis feels the need to back off, Convergent Path, so makes things a little bit more troublesome. Dambi, unfortunately, not quite able to relay through. And that's going to be Monyet then finding the third kill. This round is done.
Yeah, absolutely. None of those initial fights working for Nongshim. Just blinded up. Shots come out from RRQ. The second layer coming from the Convergent Pass of Monyet as well, just slowing things for X-Ross.
Great time for RRQ to come back up, though.
Ooh.
Portal closed.
Francis needs to hold this gun.
Lights out.
All right.
Not caught lacking.
Should be enough time for them to bring it across as well to the next round. And manage to find a safe pathing through.
Time for the drift for Francis and the rest of the squad to get in as well. Ivy with the Cosmic Divide. RRQ know this. They're going to have to keep some numbers inside the site itself. And remember, a different look to this map as well, with xFaero playing the Brim. Orbital Strike available, going to the tower.
Very useful. Does kind of slow things down after the drift gets popped, so no real way to capitalize off of it just yet. But Dabi does find one kill as well. This could be convergent paths. Not quite though, because RRQ is digging deep. But RB now comes up. Goes Shrouded Step onto the top of the boxes, looking for a frag. Unfortunately, hops into his doom. And this is where Dambi and X-Frost fall down as well. RRQ managed to defend the spike. Full squad affair for now, trying to go up the slopes all at the same time. Finding contact against Monyet. Crazy guy eating a shot to the top of the skull as well. Blinded, no response. Instant spike plant.
Copy-paste pistol. Copy-paste round. Seen this before. Work for the defensive side. Work for the attacker side. No, defensive side. One of the sides.
What we don't want to see is a copy-paste half though.
Well, maybe not. Who knows?
Saturate in, you start to push and assert yourself through. And RRQ just cannot find their footing. xFaero with the Ghost looking for points to add to his alt counter. Spots out a couple more players, but of course has to consider the fact that they may be another one swinging. Oh my god, Dabi! Not like that, that's dirty!
It was RRQ side that went for last time on the attack.
Oh, that's a pretty good spot.
Yeah, not expected.
Just waits for the right opportunity. Perhaps blindside. No, he actually spams and the gate crashes back. Dabi finds a shot against Crazy Guy. RRQ hearing the spike tap. They want to go in for it, but maybe the Flood not quite opening the gates just yet. Because Nongshim are still around and still playing. RB, slippery. Shrouded Steps around the smoke, and it draws some attention away. X-Ross, Ivy. Oh no. X-Ross actually gets fallen. And now it's RB that goes down. Position quickly alerted. And Monyet going in for the kill. Straight onto the smoke though. The spike gets stepped down to half. Ivy this time will not be able to find any joy. And it's RQ up to a 7.
Yeah, RB not really feeling comfortable around that smoke where he provides himself a bit of a gap to play around, but with the Bulldog not able to finish. Can even drone first. Can do them in combination. They're going to be sending it with the rest of this utility as well into the smoke. Where's the flash to come out of the back of it? There isn't one.
Yeah, it really hurts Nongshim, unfortunately. Still though, RB managed to slip past the back, but xFaero hears it all. Finds a quick double, sees that the spike is on the ground as well. They know they have this round in the bag.
Yeah, they locked that A site down convincingly, didn't they?
30 seconds left.
You got a dart that goes in, you've got, you know, what you can, you got the Omen flash going towards the left side of the site, but once you start to get in, Francis just gets felled immediately.
Take flight.
Changing it up towards this B side as well, but can they find advantages and hold them? Can they get the plant and a safe post or not? Darby in, the Bucky gets out just before attempting a shot. But RB does it on better with him on a Monyet as Gen.G trades, and RB is continuing to go.
RRQ just not going to step through that smoke any further. He sets a deeper one as well, forces out the drone from Cushy. Buys a little bit more time, and RB just continuing to be another menace. Convergent paths now continuing to slow and stall RRQ.
Oh, he got one before, he does die. That is actually massive right now. It's all on a Gen.G and xFaero with 3 Sky Smokes still available. You can try to give yourself and your teammate in Gen.G a way to get into this retake.
X-Ross though, a little bit far away, but he could get in close enough onto that Sheriff. Oh, with the flash as well, however. Nongshim just has a full control up around the boxes, despite the kill coming through. Ivy with the final swing puts Nongshim back up on top.
I got window, Maxim.
Let's play double backside, okay?
Who's
On the top mid.
Go to TP here. B3, I think. B3, I think. On me.
Thinking that it's going to be B, he would be right in saying that at the moment with the pressure starting to build over towards this site as well, but you've got some assistance of your teammates, and we're just going to exchange positions by all of these waylays at the moment as Ivy gets really cushy. We trade.
Huge lurks coming through, but the main forces on RQ on the site itself doesn't matter, not affected.
Yeah.
Now control over the spike as well.
RB has died a lot doing these little TPs into smokes.
Here.
RRQ aware of it now for sure. He's going to have to alter his TP locations for sure as Xfero finds Xros and we tie it up yet again.
Smoke, okay. That's the option, but at the same time, footsteps heard. Dambi managed to step back into safety, and then the spams to come through onto Cushy. Jemkin still around the corners, though. Might be one of those that you don't watch out for. Convergent paths completely connecting onto 3 players from Nongshim. And now it's time for RRQ to try to assert themselves into the site. Spike carrier killed, and it's in a position that's quite irretrievable for Nongshim.
TP going in. RB going for the flanking variety. They're just protecting the spike at the moment. There's no way that you're getting back into this one unless Ivy digs deep. Dimensional Drift to reveal his position. Time is of the essence right now to find these kills. Xfero, he's doing what he can. The position is noted onto RB. Where is the spike? Where is Jemkin? The time? He's missed the pickup on the spike!
Can't get it. Jemkin low HP doesn't even matter. Just toys away, plays off of it.
Just turns Francis into a bit of a flank player right now to cut the rotations off from mid, and this is such an awkward battle for him. He cannot commit to this anymore.
A fake TP as well, possibly. Back into the vent.
30 seconds left.
Tries to go and look for an angle. At the same time, it's Hunter's Fury as well to try to give RRQ an opening around the site. But Dambi holds up close, eats a shock dart just to stay in with a stinger. RRQ now beginning their death march. Making a full push all the way up top from Heaven. It's Crazy Guy with a double kill, a third! Ivy, do you have it? You're all the way up from behind. You haven't been spotted, but you miss your opportunity to find the shot. Crazy Guy with the smoke down onto the spike. You get the defuse. It's RRQ up the map point.
They need to try and hold this one down. Maybe they even need to try and hold onto a couple of these ultimates if they feel like they are on an edge of using them because they want access to these 3 next rounds. They got to hold on for all of them, of course. And the flank is coming through massively for RRQ.
Timing on the recon. You start to hear some steps as RRQ begins to drop down. Swing out from Ivy. He had the grab well as well, but oh goodness. It's Ivy now pushing all the way on up. At the same time, RRQ trying to surround the site, but losing numbers. But still, Crazy Guy managed to find some. It pulls out the Hunter's Fury. It's necessary from Nongshim. And Xros will save the round, but Crazy Guy low HP, still not dead yet. Unfortunately, then, that's when Ivy pushes through, finds the shot. Nongshim still alive.
As the A main orb can be picked up by Dambi. Access to a convergent pass. They're not even going to go for that, though.
Oh, just right on through with the saturate. Oh, and it's enough. Couple more kills, and there he goes. Full control over the site, and it's just Crazy Guy to retake.
And you talk about the credits. I talk about the credits to Nongshim that they need to battle them for this next net round. Look at what RRQ have. Monyet 0, Cushy 200. Crazy Guy has the Phantom that he needs to hold on to dear life for the next round. There's also no ultimates available for RRQ going into this next round unless Crazy Guy picks up the Cosmic Divide, but that is not a be-all and end-all ult unless Nongshim slip up. They themselves, mate, 4 ultimates. I said at 6-6 it could go OT from what we've seen in map number 1. It very well could come into play again here. To his own devices elsewhere as well. He can play autonomous, he can play for the info. Jemkin has spotted him. How much focus do you put on this, or do you run and go elsewhere? Because this is a retake. This has time.
Just kind of bank in on the retake.
Ivy sending in, Dambi sending in the convergent pass over towards spawn side.
Trying to buy more time away for the spike. Convergent paths, Cosmic Divide on both sides now gets deployed. Dambi has to hold the angle, but falls! And RRQ tries to close out the map. Up on top though, it's RB, he drops down, finds huge damage, eats some himself. Xros trying to defend the spike. He's tossed in darts, he's tossed in shots, but Monyet sticks it all the way through! RRQ says, I didn't hear no bell!
Right now you have to find some recovery. Right now you have to find some tempo back into your game. As we move towards Breeze, it's another map they won't have prepped. They need to adapt. In the server, they struggled. As soon as RRQ found an answer, Nongshim couldn't find one of their own in return.
The
yes!
Jets.
Yes!
I like it.
When it matters the most, they're putting him on the jet. Now, for those of you who don't know, pre-partnership, Monya only played duelist. He was a prime duelist guy. I've seen him play this agent, and he is sharp with it. I love that RRQ are going double duelist.
Nongshim, though, they back themselves with what is comfortable. Danby.
Bring them in, because it's going to be a hell of a party up over on this A side. You got the Danby slide through. Monyet answers. Still, though, a lot of space to work off of. Crazy Guy finds a shot through the smokes. Jemkin, Monyet as well, chiming back in, and now the spike on the ground. Ivy, how do you recover?
You probably don't in this situation, unfortunately. A 1 versus 4. And you're going to get removed by Crazy Guy immediately. Pistol over to the side of RRQ. Remember, you throw it back to the previous map. From RRQ, they're playing one of the common ones that we're currently seeing in current meta.
Gotta be the Danby Neon, though. That's the one you want to look out for. That's the flare. He's bringing the shorty out into the round, and he's looking for a couple of pop shots as he hops on across. Looks for the shot and the kill in towards Crazy Guy, and down he goes. Spike planted real quick, but it's also 3 Bulldogs barking at the heel of Nongshim.
A couple of low members of NS as well here, but Danby doing what he does best, looking for the frags. Trades start to come out from Xfera and Cushy. Gonna choose to group up or split up in this retake. Information on the destruction of the clone. You're giving up free kills right now, Nongshim, and an opportunity to pull around back that you shouldn't be getting as Xfrost removes Cushy. Danby will find Xfero, and we will not see the doubling down from RRQ. See where he's going to want to try and play that one. Shock that lineup go in. Get off the drone. Xfrost gets a reveal out.
Just some spams to try to catch Danby mid-procession, but at the same time, being able to slide on through, get the spike in.
5 versus 5 retakes and holds. These are where they get real scrappy in the mix as well. There's no Pit, though, too early to have that come online. And speaking about Pit, RB, the player in the Viper, absent from this site.
Yeah, he's going to look for a huge lurk or flank if he actually pushes all the way through, but no. Back in from doors. The rest of Nongshim to try to hold around the pyramids. At the same time for Xfrost to play it out from Cave. Can't quite break it past just yet, though. Francis is still a sharp shooter, but here comes Cushy, Jemkin. It's RB's turn. Tosses the snake bite in, but yeah, it's a little bit shallow. Low HP, but it's been half. And at the same time, RB just swings out wide, finds the Phantom Sprays. It's a clutch shot for Nongshim.
I thought he actually missed the molly, but just by the corner of it, it did start to tick a little bit.
And Danby, quick insertion through. You got the pit, but it's a very specific spot on the site.
Yeah, they've dropped all 3 ultimates in this round, Nongshim. Cosmic Divide will buy the time for the plant. Pit to block off one avenue of retake. Ivy sitting in towards mid as well. Gorgeous for that kill.
Sometimes Ivy, this time Ivy. But at the same time, though, off the edge of the Cosmic Divide, RQ's managed to break through. Francis taken down. Perhaps a slight opportunity as Danby looks to find another frag. Xfrost providing additional cover, and the pit gets to stay up. Up shot through, but unfortunately that is not enough. RRQ has to hang back to save.
And Xfrost is a stable pair of hands in that round as well, right? Here's his opponent, juggle weapons on the floor, immediately picks out, finds the final one. Ivy inserted in through towards mid as well. Absolutely superb. Fires of the pistol. See what he's going to be able to find.
Stars as well. Oh, it's a recon. All the utility. Crazy Guy trying to hold on. Unfortunately, Monyet has fallen, so perhaps a little bit more support from Cushy. But look at Ivy suddenly swinging out from the door. It's unexpected. And now it's control for Nongshim.
Yeah, this is the immediate save again. It's a simulator right now for RRQ and Nongshim. Well, they're the ones that wrote the code. They know the way that this one ends. And you got to feel at that moment in time as well when you're scoped in on the bridge. You can't really get out of the scope. You got to wrangle those taps, and it just doesn't come into play. Nongshim, they will win the half now by finding this 7th round. How many more are they going to find on the back of it? It is such a crucial save for Jemkin and Xfero now to hold these guns into the next round because there's nada, diddly squat for the rest of the squad that they're going to be able to present unless you're really going down and playing on pistols, playing on a shotgun here or there.
Let's smoke DD. Sunday.
I was DD.
For a team that loves to play the Odins and the Ops, I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't seen any of them just yet for RRQ on this A side of the map for the spam. Trade's starting to come out as well. Kushi needs to plant his feet with Monyet, who's getting some damage here and there.
And do manage to get just a bit, but still otherwise, it's the same rinse and repeat from Nongshim, and this time Ivy.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. X-Ross for the plant, one away from Mr. Bow and Arrow Man being able to get the ultimate online.
Taking your time with things. X-Ross dangerously close though. He wants to support Francis, but it's not even needed. Francis goes full turret mode, and RRQ have to tap the pause button. Kushi needs to find a way out.
Got to be the save again. No way this one is happening, Chief. Not so ever. Francis in this series so far. Bottom corrode, bottom bind, bottom frags on Haven. He has found struggles in the role on this best of 5 for the team. He has turned up here with some massive impact moments that Francis is going to be able to figure out.
Scouting, Danby possibly to follow. It's just so much to look out for. You toss in a recon, but it doesn't really quite catch on to much. This time though, Kushi, Monyet quite prepared. Still though, you gotta swing out from the sides. Ivy, a lurker suddenly revealed. The spike gets planted and it's a 1v2 where Xfero is down to 11.
He just calls to his teammates, 11 HP. There's no way, no world, no universe that Xfero should be winning this retake, this clutch.
Tries to step through anyway though, but the barrel revealed. Simple shot through the engine block by RB. All of a sudden, can RRQ catch up to it though? Trying to set up some flanks as well, but you've got dimensional drift coming through. Jemkin scouting out quite a bit.
Yeah, you just got to figure out what members are coming from where at the moment as Danby goes overdrive. Remember, you did see X-Ross here before, surely, right? No, it didn't scope that out.
It's 2 players down already, but let's see if Monyet can have a go. He's got the blades out. No, he gets caught up on top. Suddenly, though, it's all just Danby making a lot of noise. RQ trying to play safe, but that's exactly where they get caught. It all comes down to this, and you are scaling up out towards B.
Early information spotting from RP as well. Disincentivizes you from trying to bully your way in through those toxins, but that doesn't really matter. You try to get in, and you get in indeed. Jemkin finding a double, Ivy for a trade.
Francis, though, still present alongside Ivy. They find one through the recon, and low HP, Jemkin goes down to X-Ross. It's a 1v1.
Crazy guy, a seasoned vet, an IGL in his own rights. A massively improved player coming into this roster.
Up against a rookie.
Up against the rookie of Nongshim, having superb moments this best of 5. The vet versus the rookie. Who will come out on top here? How brave do you get as Crazy Guy?
Smokes. Has one more star.
You would assume to use that as a gravity well as well, right? Surely. As X-Ross is going to really take his time around this B site. The merry-go-round, but what does he find? It's going to be nothing. You got to try and bait it out early. And he does so.
Standing ahead.
He sends off the recon, expecting where Crazy Guy would show up.
It's just not half defused. Crazy Guy's reading that he's not there. 7 seconds on a defuse, you can count to 6 before going for the slide. X-Ross gets the headshot, and by the timing, my God, folks, he's got the defuse, and Nongshim RedForce find the pistol.
Pushing that ball all the way through, you tap on the spike a little bit, no reaction yet. Little do you know, Nongshim starting to surround you on every single possible entry point. X-Ross sets up the first, Monyet to retaliate. Still though, it's the 3 from Cave that you gotta watch out for. All the Bulldogs, a decent dink, but Jemkin able to trade back. Little snake bite here and there. But where does RRQ look? You got a couple of smokes. Jemkin still doing majority of the sharp shooting. Now Monyet gets involved, and then it's Kushi. RRQ will push through.
There's that drift that we're talking about earlier on, but Danby is just catching Crazy Guy in the astral form. You remove the smokes. You gain a player advantage now as Nongshim, an opportunity to close the map here and now as RRQ do get into this A site.
put yourself into lethal range. Gen.G and Monyet, though, trying to work as a duo up around orange. Still, though, that's where Nongshim start to make their move. Monyet quickly to trade. RB quickly finding the double, and now it's just Xpharaoh left. Does he have it? It's a tough angle, tough position. Finds the first tap, looks for the second. Xpharaoh, you've got to go. He claims it all. Another clutch up, and it's RRQ still pushing up.
Go, go, go.
Marshals are plenty and a bucky for Darby.
Just a hell of a buy. Francis, though, tried to go for information, shut down by Gen.G.
Slow and steady wins the race, they say. Into OT.
Start to push. Xross does find a headshot.
But how many more? 30 seconds to go. You're calling an audible to rotate towards the B site. It will be absence of presence from Nongshim. But RB's going to try and get in towards the site. He does have a snake spite, but with no extra toxins to be thrown on the floor to decay massively. He uses it early as well, so they can wait for that one to expire as they start to go in towards the site. Damage looks to be delivered by him.
10 seconds. If he finds the right kill, this could be dastardly. Unfortunately, it's not quite going to happen just yet. Xpharaoh with the frag.
Imagine a world in which Xross was closer to use that Hunter's Fury. It could have been everything.
But still, now it's RRQ's time. They've got to shine it. They got to make it bright. Just Xross, and he will be checked by Crazy Guy. Just information for now. Nongshim thinking to go through middle.
Yeah, if you can try and draw out some weakness around the map by Nongshim, get these rotations out, try to find a favor in a 2v1 type of scenario, in a cheeky angle like this that Monyet finds and drops Darby.
Slight advantage. Strong position as well. Pulls Xross off. Perhaps back into investing. He takes down Monyet. RB has to be the bulwark. He tries to slow it down with the snake bite. Hunter's Fury gets deployed, and now it's Cushy down. RB uses that to push on through, but Gen.G comes back.
This is the timing to try and find the extra member in the wooden doors. So the 3 versus 3 now. You start to establish this plan as Gen.G. Ivy with a Cosmic Divide. Do you think that you want to try and use it for this retake?
It's titillating. Got to think wise to it, though. Shock Dart to try to clear out the corner. Gen.G pushes through, takes down Xross, but he's still got Francis with full kit.
Good pathing from Crazy Guy, low HP, needs to make sure he's alive to use this util on the floor to try and catch them, looking, lacking, and that he does.
Snakebite as well onto the spike. Francis, he's come up huge with clashes before, but not on this one. Not when the angles favor RQ this much. Blade Storm pulled out as well. Ivy doing his best to stay cautious. Francis, though, in with the operator. He's arrived on the site. Ivy as well, RB, it's just such a awkward position to play around.
Because they were so silent, you don't know that they're still in the site just there. RB now needs to be coming up with a massive, potent round as Darby is felled.
Big damage. RRQ still looking for the plant, though. RB swinging, Ivy as well. Suddenly, it's just Crazy Guy, and the pit is still up. He tries to step through, but it's a huge decay. A singular outline, and that will be it! RB! Cake Slayer! It's Nongshim RedForce, and they will claim their spots! Our Ascension team up to Masters Santiago!